Hey everyone, today I have my top 10 tips on saving money at the grocery store. I took a few notes and put them on my mini iPad, so I'll be looking down a little bit, but I wanted to share them with you because we can always use more ideas on saving money at the grocery store. So the first tip is to shop in the pantry, fridge, and freezer first. Make a menu based on those items and look at ads for specials. I usually try to sit down and make 1 week's menu at a time. So I look and see what we have in the way of canned goods or certain types of pasta or whatever that I could make into a meal. So I would write those things down first and see what I could pair with them and make as many menu ideas as I could before going to the grocery store, and then it makes your grocery list a little bit smaller. The second thing is to make a list and bring coupons or special offer ads, and don't forget your sacks. So the list helps you to stay focused. At least it helps me to stay focused. I can make a list of the things that I want to pick up, and if I get distracted, depending on if my children are with me or if there's something that is on special that I didn't realize, I may look at that, and then I can still look down at my list and know what I need to purchase, and I don't have to rely on my memory, which isn't always the best when I'm in a hurry. So the sacks is great because there are certain stores I go to and you have to purchase your own sacks if you don't bring them. So that will save some money there. Number 3 is comparison shop. Look at the cost per serving or the size for the quantity. So if there's, what I always like to do is to look at how many is in the package for that price, and then I compare it with another product, maybe an off-brand or generic or something that has a similar amount, and see which one is the better value for per item. And definitely I check 3 or 4 different ads because I go to 3 or 4 stores when I go grocery shopping, so I want to get the lowest price possible for the food that I'm buying. Number 4 is to ask for a price match. I know at Walmart they're really good about giving you a comparison price. Like, for example, if I was to get a gallon of milk, I could say I want it for the Aldi's price, and they would give it to me for that price. I would tell them how much it is. They generally already know because they do this so often, but they are good about that too. So number 5 is to buy store brand / generic. That is a good idea to do on some things. There are some products that I won't buy generic because the taste or the quality is just not as good. But for the most part, there's a lot of off-brands that you can try or store brands, and they're just as good as what you're paying a few dollars more for. And part of number 5 is to prep at home or repackage at home in portion sizes to save more money. A lot of times you're paying extra money for the convenience of them already putting it into serving sizes for you. If you would purchase an item, like I get a big bag of almonds, instead of going to buy the snack size packs of almonds, I can save more money by buying the bigger bag and then just putting them in snack bags myself. And if you do that right after you get home with your groceries and you're putting stuff away, it's much better because then they're ready for the whole week and you can just grab what you need instead of thinking it's late and I'm tired and I don't want to take the time to package all this up. So number 6 is buy nearly expired items and freeze meat and bread. Be sure you have room to freeze it. Just because it's on sale or you have a coupon for it doesn't make it a wise purchase. If you see a really great deal on something, but you really don't have room in your freezer or pantry or wherever, then it might not be the best deal for you, because where are you going to put it? You don't want it to spoil or to be put in a different area of your home and then be forgotten, and then it expires and you can't use it. When meat is nearly is ready to expire in the store, they generally will mark it down, and you can get several packages of meat for a lot cheaper than you would if they, had a little bit longer shelf life. And you can go home and freeze those, and they're totally fine to use. Number 7 is make only one trip per week. It saves on gas, for one thing. Also, when you just run into the store for one item, most people end up with a few extra items that they weren't going to purchase and they probably didn't truly need, but it just looked good or whatever, so they grabbed it. And even if you don't live in the country, if you live in town, and so it's not that much extra to go into town or, to go to the store, it's all those little extra purchases that hop into your cart while you're in there for just one thing, and you could save money by just writing it down on a piece of paper and saying, okay, the next time I go to the store, I'm going to pick this up. Or maybe if you're out already to go to work or coming home from work, you can maybe stop by and get the item that's on your list. But if it can wait, it would be better to do it in one shopping trip per week. I know some people only shop once a month. I don't know how they do it, because I could not do it that way. But I think it's great if they can only go once a month, because they're probably saving quite a bit of money that way. Number 8 is to buy in season or frozen out of season. So if you know that apples are out of season in your area, but you want to make a dessert with apples or whatever, you can buy the frozen, and they're just as good as the fresh. And you can also buy canned goods too, that, like, if you wanted corn and the corn wasn't in season, you could purchase canned corn, and it's just as good. And also, not only just flavor, but price wise, it's much cheaper. Avoid impulse buys at the register or on eye-catching displays. This was part of number 8. And they know what they're doing in retail and marketing and things, because they put things that you typically wouldn't put on your list maybe, and they'll put them right there at the cash register where you're waiting in line and you're looking around, and there's all that candy and gum and things that you probably really don't need, but it's there, and you'll pick it up and throw it in the cart. So be careful of doing that, especially if you have children. They love to put things so the kids will want them. Number 9 is to shop at stores like Aldi, Ruler, and save a lot to get more food for less money. You may not have those particular stores in your area, but if you have a store where you can get the bulk of your food cheaper, I would highly recommend it. I love going to Aldi because I save so much more money than going to my other grocery stores. And typically, I only go to the other stores for particular item in a sell ad that's even cheaper than Aldi's, or certain cuts of meat. So that might be something that you can do. And then number 10 is use your reward cards for deeper discounts and future rewards, like saving pennies at the pump and the Walmart savings catcher. So, for example, where I shop, Kroger, JC, and Ruler, I can use the same rewards card, and every time I make a purchase at those stores, it adds up on my card. And then when I go to JC, to the gas station, then I'll get 3 cents or more off. And recently we filled up for 20 cents off the price of gasoline. So that was a huge savings, and it was definitely worth using the card for. And then with the Walmart Savings Catcher, I have it on my computer, and then I also have it on my cell phone. And I just downloaded the app, and it's free. And you can scan your receipt in, or you can key in the code and the date, and then it adds up for you your savings. And you can choose to have it e-gift card given to you, or you can continue to let it build and grow with the savings. So those are my 10 tips. I hope they help you. If you have a tip for saving money at the grocery store that I didn't mention, please be sure to leave it in the comments below. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.